1 minute time frame entry has been the best entry so far that every trader should emulate, and this makes me to want to classify and elaborate on 1 minute entry on this video. So let's get to the video properly. Do you know that each time you use a lower time frame, something like 1 minute time frame or 5 minutes time frame to take your entry, your stop loss is at the minimum and your take profit is even at the highest? So that is why I always do a top down analysis before doing anything pertaining my entry. And I strongly believe that I've dropped so many videos, but I was not too clear on how I take my entry. I'm going to use BTC USD, which is Bitcoin, for this my analysis. I'm going to start from the normal way I do my analysis. I'm going to start from the monthly down to the 1 minute time frame today. The video is going to be quite long, but please just wait and watch till the end because you're going to grab so much from this video. I just want you to keep sharing my video and like the video if the video is impactful in your life. Thank you and keep watching. So as you all know that on the monthly time frame, I always check almost everything concerning the conferences on the monthly time frame. And on this monthly time frame, you see that price created a fair value gap 4 months ago. And that fair value gap is where price is sitting at this moment till this moment. So as I know now that price is still sitting inside the fair value gap, the monthly fair value gap, what I will do is for me to spot what will help me to trade intraday, because I'm not trading from the monthly time frame. Although the monthly time frame gives me a heads up on what I'm going to do, because Bitcoin is still very bullish. From the look of this place, we see that Bitcoin is still bullish. Nothing like bearish move still on Bitcoin. And I dropped a video long time ago, few months ago, on this Bitcoin about this retracement, because what Bitcoin is doing now is retracement. And from this fair value gap, you see that price is still strongly bullish, but we cannot trade the retracement. That's why we are waiting for a bullish confirmation to occur. Then we join the trend. So from this monthly time frame, as you all know how I run my analysis, this is the swing high. This is the swing high on the monthly time frame, which I always mark the color as black. And this is the recent swing low that we have on the monthly. And now I always mark the previous monthly candle high and previous monthly candle low. But there's this significant thing about this previous monthly candle high and low. If you see from here, you see that price took out the low of the previous candle low, and it took out the previous body close of I think that should be January candle high. It took it out. And from the last video, the sniper entry I did, you see that once price did something like this and closed below, once it closed below, that means the next candle is going to be bearish. But for now, Bitcoin has been giving us up and down movement. It's not a strong bearish move, but although it's still bearish in my own eyes, with my own eyes, it's still bearish. So I always mark out my previous candle highs and low. I now have in my mind that price is not actually bullish on Bitcoin. So I'll go down to my weekly time frame. If I go down to my weekly time frame, you will also see that there's another fair value gap that was created here. There's a fair value gap that was created here, and this fair value gap has been acted upon because price took out the previous monthly candle low and is still at a spot. It's not giving us any heads up if it's going to move further. So we wait and we now mark out our weekly previous month candle high and low, and we mark out this too, the low. Then once we mark out the low, we'll go down to the daily, because price is giving us a bullish sign, but it's not yet confirmed because Bitcoin is sitting at a strong support. Let me remove the higher time frame fair value gap mark that I did. If you see, Bitcoin is still sitting on a strong support zone, which is the previous monthly low and previous weekly candle low. So we are still sitting on a strong support level, and because we are sitting on a strong support level and price has been ranging for this period of days, price has been ranging, no strong movement, we wait. So what will I do again? I'll mark out my previous daily previous daily high and previous daily low. And as I'm marking it, you can see from here too that price did what it did on monthly time frame. Price took out the low of the candle and took out the high of the candle, and it's still going down, and it has not given us any clue. So for that, the today's candle is yet to be closed, and I've marked out all my previous highs and lows. And now if you watch here, you see that price is still inside the box, and the box I mean is price is sitting at all the levels I marked out, showing that there's no clear breakouts yet. There's no clear breakouts yet, and until I see a clear breakout, that's when I will know what to do with Bitcoin. And the best thing to do why doing your top down analysis is for you to have a clear bias, because as a trader, you're supposed to know that every trade has buy and sell, reversal and continuation. So, and there's what we call a ranging market, and once market is ranging and everything is at one point, you have to wait for a clear breakout, and that breakout is what we are looking for. On 4 hour here, you see that price have not given us any prior notice currently that price is going anywhere. Price have not given us any, although there's a bearish pin bar here which is acting upon this equal highs here that was taken out, and it gave us a depleted pin bar. And now price is still dancing inside this whole box, and as it's dancing inside this whole box, what is signaling us is that we should wait, because price met this bearish fair value gap and it dropped down. As it dropped down, it pulled back again to complete this volume imbalance around this area with this fair value gap that is still open here. So we don't know what price is yet to do. So price has been acting upon this area for a long time now, and we are sitting and waiting for a clear breakout. And what am I waiting for? I'm either waiting for, because the higher time frame is still confirming a bullish scenario, I'm still waiting for either price push down and met this another support area here, or it gives us a fake out, maybe a fake out inside the same box and continue going higher, which I believe that Bitcoin is going to go more higher, because the higher time frame, which is the monthly time frame, is still confirming that we are going to have another all-time high. So from the 4 hour, which is our last higher time frame uh, analysis, we are supposed to know that as we are at this 4 hour, that what we should be looking for is a confirmation, a fair value gap, or a clear order block, maybe a bullish order block, or a clear order block that will confirm that if price push down and breaks through this previous weekly low, that means we are going to take the sell. And if it breaks through this previous weekly high, that means we are going to take the bullish side. So we are sorry for us to know that yes, price is not doing anything. What you are supposed to do is for you to have a bias, and the bias is having is clear, because this strategy that I'm using helps us to know that price is doing something. Like unlike other strategies that you just mark high and low, maybe you mark here, maybe it's okay. Let's say there's a break of structure around here. You are waiting for price to tap through the other this other block, and price later did not tap through this other block, and now you'll be confused if price is going to do your way, and now you'll be waiting for price at this level. Whereas this strategy is always telling us that there's something happening on this particular pair, that something strong is happening, because all these places all these places that price is sitting at is showing us that if you look at it very well, you see that it's a ranging market. Price is not giving us a strong bearish candle or a strong bullish candle. So what we do is for us to wait, because if you don't know how to wait, that means you're not yet a trader. So you learn how to be patient and wait. So how do I confirm my entry? Let me come back to that entry technique again. If I go down to my 1 hour, I've already talked about how I use the previous days to take my entry. And as you can see from here, price did one spectacular something here. He took out this high. The price first of all, before the Tokyo section, took out the low of the day. And immediately it took out the low of the day, it went high and took out the high, the body, if you see the body close here, that's why if you change your chart to to line chart, you see that all these pivot points are body candle close. So you see the way price took, why I remove it so that the wicks will not confuse you. So you see the way price took out the high of the previous, which was on Friday. He took it out, and as he took it out, price went down, and today price continued to go down, and it took out yesterday's daily low. He took it out, and as he takes it out, it's retested, it went back to retest it, and it's still going down. So price already gave us an entry here, and if you see, if I assuming I want to take this trade, this is where I'll be marking my trade. This is where I'll be marking my trade. I have a fair value gap on this 1 hour, whereas this 1 hour, there is a breaker block here, which was formed when price was forming this fair value gap, because this is the three candle. Yes, there's a fair value gap, but it's not three bearish candle. This is two bearish candle and one bullish candle. So this fair value gap, I still have this breaker block because another two candle went below it. So making this a breaker block, making this a breaker block. So some people might be waiting for here, whereas if you look at this candle is bullish, and I don't want to confuse us about it. It's just a normal thing. Even if you did not get an entry here, immediately price pull back towards this area of fair value gap. If you go down to something like, let me say 15 minutes or 30 minutes, you will see that price creates something around that area, which is on this 30 minutes here. You see it on this 30 minutes, there's a bearish fair value gap that was clear. That's why, as a beginner trader, I'm not advising you to marry one time frame. You look at all the time frame for you to be conversant with what is happening with almost all the time frame. If you can't learn all the time frame, that means you're not ready to be a trader. Learn all the time frame. Yes, then as time goes on, you start reducing it. You already know what is happening on the time frame. You now start aligning your time frame. You align your time frame to suit your entry and to suit your target. So you see how I enter my trade. As I went down, maybe if I want to go down to 15 minutes, maybe as I've seen that entry technique on 30 minutes, what I'll be looking for is a candlestick formation. And now a candlestick formation, look at this candlestick formation. It has given me a pin bar, a bearish pin bar. And now for me to take it, and this is a New York session, I can take this sell, and my target to be this previous low because price is still dancing around. So from here to here, you know how many pips on Bitcoin. So my target is around this place, maybe this previous low, and by now I must have taken my trade. So the entry technique is easy. Once you spot your fair value gap on a higher time frame, you go down the higher time frame like this fair value gap or a breaker block, you go down to your lower time frame, either 30 minutes, 15 minutes, even 5 minutes. 5 minutes is another place that you can take your entry. Look at 5 minutes was even clearer. 5 minutes even gave another fair value gap in between the 15 minutes fair value gap. You see the way price pushed down. So if you must have, maybe your confidence is not enough, see that there's a break of structure here which failed, and it gave us this bearish fair value gap, which you must have taken this trade from here to here because it's a short term sell. Even on 1 minute, you still see the same thing. I'm trying to like show all the time frames. See that all time frames are important. You don't just start aligning the time frame when you are not too sure and confident in yourself about your entry or about any other thing you're doing. So this is why I always advise my students that they should be very careful. They should be learning everything for now. For now, then later on, you start aligning. You align monthly to daily, daily to 1 hour, 1 hour to 15 minutes, 15 minutes to 1 minute, depending on what suits you. The more you trade, the more your eyes is catching up with almost everything that is happening on the chart. So it's not too hard. It's not something that is too hard that you cannot catch up a trade. Look at the fall. The bearish move is still moving. It's still moving. Let me clear all this so that you see that that same 1 hour bearish move is still active. It's still active and it's still moving. And as it's moving now, you've seen that this particular Friday low is taking again, and as it's taking again, the next one is this one, which is here. That does not mean that price will not still go back to do another pullback before going down. Price can never go down straight. It can never, except there's a news line that is making it to go down. You see the way Bitcoin is going, it's still dropping. For now, it's still dropping. It has broken this angle, but on a higher time frame, it's still bullish. So what you do is keep the risk very low. Keep the risk very low and know how to manage your money, because if you don't have money, you can't trade. So that's why I say stick to what works, and what works always looks simple and not really that beautiful, but it's working. I always advise my students to backtest and forward test. As you're looking at what happened before, look at what is happening already. It gives you more confidence as you embark on this trading journey. Thank you. Please do subscribe, like, and share my videos. I know that the video is somehow long, but I'm going to make it short.